and then Ancestors Memoirs.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
This is the prologue. These are all cutscenes. These are basically just things you can watch explaining some of the stuff that goes on, some of the things that have happened in the game, things like that. Defeat the apprentice necromancer, 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 lord, wizened hag, 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 witch. Defeat the swine god. Conclude the final stage of your campaign. Alright, so we can't really do too much of that because obviously we haven't killed anything. Graveyard. Same thing.
We'll end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Is it really merciful? Whatever. So Graveyard, obviously nothing's there. And then finally Stagecoach.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Stagecoach is your hero lifeblood. You'll need to recruit these 2 heroes to fill out the party of 4. Drag and drop them into your roster. While you're here, spend some of your starting resources on upgrading Stagecoach Network. This will increase the number of heroes available in the future. To upgrade, click the plus symbol on the left and then click the upgrade. So, there we go. Okay, so these 2 are set. These are the ones you get. But from here on in, every character we get is going to be completely random. So if you were to play this game, after you get the Plague Doctor and the Vestel, you're not going to get the same characters I'm going to get. And because it's RNG, you need to be careful with your characters and make sure that they don't die, because you want to have a very diverse party, because you don't want to have preferred position, 2 front spots, right? But then preferred position in the back. You don't want to have a party of all characters that have preferred position in the back, because they're not going to be able to hit shit and you're just going to die, which is not great. Obsessed with food. -3 critical range skills. That's hard skin is +10 protect though, so that's nice. Alright, let's get them in our party. I didn't even check her skills.
Laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield.
Damn. Preferred position is about the middle here. Well, preferred position middle. Preferred position. Seems we have some conflicting traits and skills. Divine Grace, Illumination, Hand of Light, Mace Bash. Dismas has Pistol Shot, Grape Shot Blast, Tracking Shot, Open Vein. Luette has Noxious Blast, Plague Grenade, Incision, Battlefield Medicine. So I think I'm going to have Luette in the back. Of course I'm not going to be able to use Incision, but that's a skill that's going to inflict bleed, and we already have someone who can do that. So actually I think we're fine. So let's take them all. Increase that, increase that. Seems good in my book. Number available heroes is 3. Increase the size of our roster. Very good, very good. Alright. Let's start our next mission.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
So, as you can see, this here is the darkest dungeon. Go away, Rain. I'm going to rename everybody. Darkest dungeon. Obviously, highest level. Medium. Kill 1 shuffling horror, which is probably a boss level, but they give insanely good items. Talisman of Flame, Wounding Helmet. What is this? Alright. Bunch of crests, bunch of gold. But obviously you're going to need to be high level, so we're not going to touch that. So let's go to the ruins. Explore 90% of rooms. So every single time you go into a dungeon, you have a goal, whether it be do every single battle or explore a certain amount of rooms, kill a boss. You have a goal. So obviously explore 90% of the rooms. It's our first mission, so this should be pretty straightforward. We will get a bleed stone, 4 crests, and 3,000 gold. So we're going to have Reynold right here in the front. He can use everything from... Alright, we're going to have Luette in the back, Grai right here, and then Dismas here. And of course I'm going to rename them to not fucking whatever those are. Alright. Now here's where the big...
Preparedness.
Yeah.
measured now in gold, later in blood.
Yeah, alright, so you want to take different supplies depending on what region you're going to, how long the quest is, and your own preference. But always bring some food and torches. For your first short quest, bring at least 8 food and 4 torches. So, you buy provisions here, and they use up your actual money. Now, whatever you don't use at the end of the mission, you get back in money. But this money is cumulative. Cumulative? Is that how you pronounce it? I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't care. But, so whatever you use for upgrading your hero's armor and weapons, buying new skills, all of that's going to transfer to the provisions area. So you want to try to build up as much money as possible while spending as little money as possible. So for now they said 8 food, 4 torches. I'm going to bring 5. We have an anti-venom and a holy water. I'm going to bring a key. I'll bring 2 bandages. I won't need a medicinal herb, and I'll bring 1 shovel, because shovels are always just, they're useful. And even if I don't use it, I get the money back, so it's fine. So let's embark. Oh yeah, drink of the session. Strawberry lemonade, sparkling beverage water, market pantry, hit it. Let's go. These things are great, actually. They're super fizzy, which is their only downfall, but other than that, these things are delicious. Alright. Hero panel. Right click on a hero's image or portrait at any time to bring up detailed panels showing quirks, skills, and resistances. So, we didn't take a good look at these two's quirks. Or anyone's quirks, actually. Weld Explorer. Plus 20 scouting chance in Weld, which is good, because we'll probably be going there later on. Aplutomania. Obsessed with cleanliness. I don't know what that does exactly, because I've never had that quirk, and I've never seen what triggers that quirk. Also, camping skills, I will explain in later on. We aren't going to be camping for quite a while, so I'll explain that as we go. Alright. Reynald, Warrior of Light, plus 10% damage if torch is above 75, and balanced, which I explained. God-fearing, in town will only pray for stress relief. So, your characters can build up stress, which is bad, but while you're in town, if they have too high of stress, you need to send them in for stress relief at either the church or the tavern. Now, since he is God-fearing, he's only going to pray, so I can't put him in the tavern, and I can't put him in anything else in the church besides, like, the praying area. So, that's his. Dismas, known cheat, he's not allowed to gamble for stress relief, but he eats if his stress is above 50. But he has a hard noggin for plus 15 stun resistance and quick reflexes for plus 2 speed, which is really good for his class. And then Plague Doctor, hard skin, plus 10% protect. Flawed relief. Oh wait, we know. Oh, we looked at him. We're good. All right. So let's continue on. What's the light? 88. All right. Plus scouting, plus monster surprised. So yeah, you can find things like unburned torches. You can find all types of supplies. 82, 76. I like to keep my light level high.
Light gains purchase. Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
So, if I'm talking over the narrator sometimes, it's usually because what they say isn't important. Because sometimes they'll just make little quotes based on, like, lighting a torch or something like that, and they get repetitive, so you won't need to worry about it all the time. I'll make sure to shut up when there's an important moment, but for now, we have 2 Bone Rabbles, 8 HP, 10% stun resistance, 10% blight resistance, 200% bleed resistance, obviously because undead don't bleed, 15% debuff resistance, and 10% move resistance. So they're pretty much shit, except for bleed. So bleed skills aren't really going to work, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'll try to hit them both with a Grape Shot Blast, and it worked, 4 damage each, half HP. Let's do Noxious Blast. Not a lot of damage, but it's going to inflict Blight, which is good. 4 damage per round. Blight's better than Bleed, but I believe Bleed lasts longer than Blight. I might be wrong on that, or it might just be easier to land. Don't quote me on that. Alright. Illumination, minus 20 dodge, and Torch plus 5. So let's hit him with Illumination. Boost our Torch level. So as you can see, it left behind a corpse. Now that corpse is going to be a fucking piece of... It's not going to be that bad since there's only 2 enemies. Smite. Okay. So, every skill... Well, most skills have little traits to them. So, since this guy's a Crusader, a holy man, he has a lot of holy type of skills. So, plus 15% damage versus unholy enemies. What are zombies? Unholy abominations. Boom bam, he's done. Let's move.
Destroy them all.
Okay. Unlock strongbox. Its contents unknown. Open the chest. So we got a shovel, skeleton key, and a jade. I guess I didn't need to buy either of those. Okay, so this is scouting. As you can see, it shows off what's what and where. So, there's a curio here, which is one of the little curious things. There's a curio here. There's a room battle with treasure here, and a room battle with a curio here. There is an obstacle right here, which will most likely result in me using the shovel. And then there's a battle right before we get into the room. Alright, so
Even the cold stone seems...
like I said, I'm just going to talk over them on certain situations like this. Rubble. Now, you can break through rubble with your hand, but it's going to tire out your group, and I actually have never broken through rubble with my hand, so I kind of want to.
Without
Okay.
tools of iron, you must rely on flesh.
Yep.
And
Increases stress and damage. So that's good to know. Oh, it also wasted some of my torch.
Match is struck.
Alright.
Amazing stuff.
Bone Rabble, Bone Soldier, and then a Cultist Acolyte. Now, the Cultist Acolytes are motherfuckers. Because they can just inflict stress damage on just build it up, and it's terrible. But I'm gonna poison her with a plague grenade, and she resisted. Alright. Let's do Grape Shot Blast, hit all 3. Because she's human and not unholy, hit him.
Press this advantage.
My Crusader isn't going to get bonus damage on her, but he will get bonus damage on this guy.
Formation is broken. Maintain the
That
offense.
stressful incantation is the fucking worst. It is absolutely awful. And he's almost at 50 stress, which fucking... Alright, he's just going to start eating now. God damn it. Alright, let's put a bullet in her. And then let's just... excuse me. I apologize for that. Alright, let's see. Plague grenade. Hit her.
Surges as the
Boom
enemy
bam.
crumbles.
She's dead. Now here's the problem. This guy is above 50 stress, so he is most likely going to start eating.
Slow
If he does,
killer.
I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out. Highlight, go into the room, nothing's in the room. We're going to go to the room with treasure. Because I'm greedy. Alright, we got another skeleton key and a ruby, which is worth 1,000 gold. That's nice. That is very pleasant. Give you some food. Food also heals. I don't know if it restores stress. Let's see. 21. Eat some food. Still 21. Alright, so no stress.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Thanks, Dad. Alright, Cultist Brawler, Bone Soldier, and Cultist Acolyte. So, let's take a pistol shot at the Cultist Acolyte with the crit. Crit also reduces stress, which is the white halo you see. Rent for the Old Gods. Bleed, debuff. What's the debuff? Plus stress damage. God damn it. Let's do Illumination on the Cultist Acolyte for the kill. Next up, let us hit the Bone Soldier for blight damage. And he resisted it with 10% resistance. Oh, that's great. A-team. Your hero's bleeding. You can right-click, use a bandage. Bandage will stop them from healing, but it has to be their turn. We have 2, so might as well use 1. Zealous Accusation hits both, so let's do it. Nice, nice. Alright, we're gonna go Grape Shot Blast to hit him. And yeah, I just shot that corpse. What of it? Hit him with the Blight Grenade. Try to get him with Blight. Got him with the Blight. for 4 damage.